sounds me. Intuition. Let's go to that big old clearing. That sounds cool. See, I'm going in sneak attack. I'm not going in. Yes, they won't go that way. This way. They want it. Sounds me. Intuition. Let's go to that big old clearing. That sounds cool. See, I'm going in sneak attack. I'm not going in. Sounds me. Intuition. Let's go to that big old clearing. That sounds cool. See, I'm going in sneak attack. I'm not going in. Yes, they won't go that way. This way. They want it. Sounds me. Intuition. Let's go to that big old clearing. That sounds cool. See, I'm going in sneak attack. I'm not going in. Yes, they won't go that way. This way. They want it.
Thank you for watching Dazzle You. As promised, the mythical creatures in the forest. As we can clearly see the black eyes again in this log, I was hunting for Bigfoot and happened to bring my camera into the upper position. But I'm going to point out several things about this photograph in a video that will make it a lot better now that you've had several chances to watch it. We're going to go into a creature that seems again to have two black eyes, a nose and a mouth, and holding something white. Now if you look closely, the evening was setting and the sun is on the other side of the tree. Therefore, this is the dark side of the tree. However, there is something white and white object that is sticking off up on the side. I also believe that there is another one underneath them right down in there. If we're to zoom in closer, in which we will look at this further. Now, this white object, it seems to have a curved structure to it, and we're going to see it move in the video.
What sounds me? Intuition. Let's go to that big old clearing. That sounds cool. See, I'm going in sneak attack. I'm not going in. Yes, they won't go that way. This way. Sounds me. Intuition. Let's go to that big old clearing. That sounds cool. See, I'm going in sneak attack. I'm not going in. Yes, they won't go that way. This way. They want it. Sounds me. Intuition. Let's go to that big old clearing. That sounds cool. See, I'm going in sneak attack. I'm not going in. Yes, they won't go that way. This way.
As you can clearly see the object in its hand looked like it was shining at one point and curved. It looked like it was bigger. It went away and it went back in. If you were to watch the video several times, you can see this, making it look more and more believable, as if this creature almost jumped on my head. If you look towards the bottom, it appears to be wearing some type of shoe and even clothing, and it has made its way into this tree. There is several parts of it that are hollowed out, and it is thicker on this side and so forth. Now, the object in its hand looks to have a lightning bolt or curved blade type of feature. It seems to be shinier at one point, seems to disappear, and then seems to reappear again. So again, you decide on Dazzle You.
Sounds me. Intuition. Let's go to that big old clearing. That sounds cool. See, I'm going in sneak attack. I'm not going in. Yes, they won't go that way. This way. They want it. Sounds me. Intuition. Let's go to that big old clearing. That sounds cool. guess they want to go that way. This way.
Thank you for watching Dazzle You, your video entertainment vlog. Today's special is Pixie Elves. In the live action that you just saw after the trailer, we're going to go in depth into that video. But first, we have to go over this picture of a Pixie Elf caught on camera. You decide. Dazzle You. Please subscribe for all of our hard efforts. And today you get the double bonus, a live action video of a real dwarf pixie-like picture in a tree. However, in this photograph of a different elf-like pixel, we are going to go into great depth talking about him, as we will notice a few things about him. Mythical creatures and how it goes. This photograph was pulled off of Facebook and saved onto Google. The whole photograph was of a tree stick structure in which the elf seems to be standing in between. He also seems to be holding a small tightrope that is twisted up as if he were about to launch off the side. If you look very closely, you are able to see a bunch of stars going around his face as if he's wearing a hat, some black eyes, and a real thin pixie-like body. These are also often chlorophyll type of creatures, dark green, very, very thin bodies, known to hold things like snail shells as water bottles. You can see a little hat, and if you look closely, you can see some stars. There's like some kind of magic, as if they're holding a tightrope that was twisted up. Now the creature is holding the tightrope. As I had went out hunting for Bigfoot this day, I had noticed several creatures, small creatures, while looking in the backgrounds. I had made several whistles and calls, and in this photograph, actually, on the right-hand side of the whole entire photograph, there was a left foot of some furry thing. I didn't know what it was, but the whole structure just seemed very odd to me. And I seemed to come up with some kind of question as to whether was there a connection between Bigfoot and the paranormal world. I don't understand why I was looking for him, and then all of a sudden I came across some other creatures. A dwarf, a pixie, and elves. Could we be blaming Bigfoot for things it didn't do? Maybe some of these X's and other things and stick structures are all part of this whole civilization. As you can look closely, you can see that the trees are kind of twisted right where it is grabbing. It's looking like it is about to swing off in between the stick structure where it's drawing energy from and swing off. You can also see some stars and some magical light coming off of it. The very thin body seems to be wearing shoes, and it looks to have a hat, the black eyes, and everything else. Now, this very, very, very well could just be another pixelated picture. However, being with the body, the drawn, and that is doing something in motion, just like the dwarf and the Lady of the Forest and the other animated film series that I've been going into. Caught on camera, I like to say that this is a mythical elf. Now, I know what you're thinking. This might be animated. So you decide and go ahead and take a long look before we go into a real video. There you have it, the mythical elf. Now let's go live and see what one looks like out in the forest.